Best advice I ever give anybody is to stop worrying about what other people are thinking about you. That advice actually has transformed quite a few people I know. The problem when you worry about what others are thinking, you don't actually know what they're thinking about you. Maybe they're not thinking about you at all. And if you're a teenager, if you're in your early 20s, if you've got a huge ego, that's a difficult thing to come to terms with. I've lived in a few countries, and each time I've arrived, my first concern isn't immigration, it's not finding accommodation, etc. It's worrying about will I be accepted, what are they thinking of me, am I wearing the right clothing? In the Philippines, where I am at the moment, the first few months I was worried about image. Do I fit in? That type of thing. I walked past two guys, I think two businessmen. They saw me, they saw my t-shirt and they were laughing. And I wondered, why they were laughing. I actually went into a bathroom in a local coffee shop and looked in case I dropped a load of, orange juice down my front, but I hadn't. And then the next day I did the same route, the same time. These two guys, they saw me, they were laughing. Then I suddenly realized they weren't laughing at me at all. They were laughing at a guy who works for them in the shop. But I'd made the assumption, because they looked at me, because they laughed, it was me they were laughing at. And let's face it, they don't care less about an old guy from a country they've never heard of walking past them. Now the thing that's given me the most freedom in recent years, I don't really give a damn about what anybody thinks about me. As long as I'm not insulting anybody, as long as I'm not hurting them, I just go out and nowadays just think of the world of where I am, think of the place. I don't think about what others are thinking about me. I'm now thinking of other people. And when you think of other people and not yourself, certainly for a solo type traveller, that gives you this freedom. The understanding that most people are not even seeing you. Saying that, in the Philippines a few years ago, I was here just after COVID. People hadn't really seen a Westerner in a long time. I was getting old people, young people, literally stopping in the streets, asking if they could photograph me. A little bit of a celebrity for a few days until they got bored with that. But that was fun. That was quite nice. That doesn't happen anymore. I can walk in the entire city where I'm living. I don't think anybody really sees me. And that can be good. That gives you anonymity. The anonymity gives you freedom. I remember one saying many of you will have heard of. When we're young, we spend all our time worrying about what others are thinking of us. When you get into your late 20s, 30s, you stop caring about what people are thinking. When you get to my age, you suddenly realise most people were never thinking about you at all. And again, once you realise that, you have freedom that maybe you've never had before because you were worried about your perception of how others were thinking about you. So now, realising most people never even see me, that gives me a life of freedom and, more importantly, authenticity. I can be who I really am. More importantly, I can be the person I never was because I was worried about image. I was worried about what people thought. That could be the job, it could be what you're wearing, it could be your politics. Could you be open about it? Did you have to hide it? Everything. And most of those ideas I had about what the other people were thinking, they were probably wrong. It's just my perception being my reality, your perception being your reality. So be nice to people, but don't worry about what they're thinking of you. That's freedom. That's authenticity. Have a great day.